time for Word on the Street?
Yes, it is.
Right.
Word on the street.
On the street. Word on the street. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, there we go.
It must be cold today. Courtney got on a hat.
I know. You see, I didn't bother with the curls. I got on my hat today.
I see you got your hat on. I was like, oh, she's cold.
No
today.
glam today.
I know you look great though.
Oh, you look great too, as always. So today I'm actually outside the community soup kitchen on Broadway.
Oh.
And I'm here with the new, well, he's not entirely new. He's been here for about a year and a half. The new executive director. You want to introduce yourself?
No, I don't think I met him.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Did he just say ma'am? What?
He's very polite.
Did he just ma'am me? Oh my God.
I'm sorry. It's the Midwestern upbringing. He can't bring it out.
Listen, I know, young man. I know.
So introduce yourself for us.
Awesome. So my name is Joshua Watkins. I'm the executive director of the Community Soup Kitchen. I've been here for about a year and a half now, and I want to say like over the course of a year and a half, a few things have changed up in a very good direction for the Community Soup Kitchen. So
how come I'm just now seeing you? Was there a press release about you coming? I don't.
I know. I was surprised too.
Like, how'd you get here and we don't even, we check at the borders. What is happening?
That was like a year and a half ago. There was a press release that came out, and I know Nora pretty well because we do some work with the Keep Center in Hamden. So I've been out and about lately.
Yeah, shout out to Nora. But tell us a little bit about, so you expanded to Hamden. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that process.
So basically we're working with the Keep Center, and right now we're providing additional meals to the warming center and also for the fire victims. So the staff starts pretty early, about 5:30 or so, to prepare those meals so we can ship those out to the Keep Center. Before that, we had ran a pop-up soup kitchen at the Keep Center. We did that on every Wednesday for about 6 or so months. It was a pilot program that went pretty well. We were handing out about 350 or so meals a day when we did that. And then we kind of started our own version of what we call free farmers markets. So basically we have community partners in New Haven and Hamden, and with the grocery stores, we collect all these items that would have been discarded. Nothing wrong with them. It's just some stores prefer not to sell food that still have a 3-month expiration date on it. So we try to give that back out to the community instead of like putting that inside of a landfill.
Well, you have a lot going on. So when you took on this, like, did you see that there was a law you wanted to change? Clearly, right?
The biggest thing that I've seen is that we just had a lot of access to gain food. So I saw like, wow, like grocery store partners, everything else. And kind of what happened during the pandemic is that everyone's just been so great to us. They've been giving so much that we were just inundated with just all these supplies. So the question is, what do we do with all of this? And, we called up friends that we had in Hamden, some friends that we had in West Haven, and we just started donating all of these items out to everybody because we were so blessed to just have so much. And that kind of started into more of a partnership, which we've been working together more and more. And, we went from providing 75,000 meals a year and a half ago to this year, we've actually cleared 330,000 meals.
Wow.
So we've actually—
A year? Is that a year?
That's in a year. In a year, 330,000 meals compared to 75,000 meals in 2020.
Wow, okay.
So
does that mean there are more hungry people? Like, what is it? How do I think about that? How do I process that?
So what we do at the Community Soup Kitchen, we want to provide people more than just one meal. So, anybody could come and just get one meal, but we think about, okay, the nighttime and the morning time, and then like, how can we possibly feed families, like, going on for a whole entire month. So our goal is we want to try to stock up our guests for an entire month, because basically we feel like if they had all of the supplies that they need, that would make them more likely to focus on other things like looking for other employment or looking for housing and everything else. So we just believe that the community soup kitchen, if we just gave more than just a meal, that others would be able to focus on things that were, I say, more important for them. Hi, good morning.
Bob, did you want to ask anything?
Oh my gosh. So have you always been in the soup kitchen business? Like what's your story?
So I'm actually originally from Indiana, moved to New York City. And in New York City, I worked at the Brooklyn Borough President's Office and Department of Probation. And then I ran senior centers on the Upper East Side in the Meals on Wheels program. So I did that for about six and a half years. As the pandemic kind of kicked up, my wife and I decided to move out to Connecticut where her family was. And we kind of just settled in everywhere here. So that's kind of like the shortened version of the story.
Okay. And so what time does the soup kitchen open and what time does it close?
So for lunch here in New Haven on Broadway, we're open from 11 to 1. So you can come to the soup kitchen, you can grab a meal from 11 to 1, which the great thing about our organization now is we really focused on the quality of food. So a lot of the items that we serve, you really would not expect to be served at a soup kitchen.
What are you serving?
So some things on menus, like we did a lobster macaroni and cheese about a couple of weeks ago, and then we also.
I know, right? I'm coming.
Honestly, I'd love to have you. Like our.
Did you say lobster macaroni and cheese?
I sure did. Let me know if you want to get some.
Sheesh. I'm like, sheesh, I need to come through my
So, Courtney, before we forget, ask him what's the word on the street, because
what's
that's
the
whole
word on the
gist of
street?
this.
Even beyond the soup kitchen, anything you've heard?
Basically, so the word on the street is that, like we're getting closer to, getting back to normal. You guys already know that. We're really excited to start letting our guests back inside because, we'd like to actually physically see, how they feel when they actually eat one of our meals. We want to bring the community back, to our building. It's been a long pandemic season.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're reaching the verge of this all being over. But I think it'll be amazing to bring that whole community aspect back to the community soup kitchen because before we do anything else in the community, that's one of the most important things that we can do is bring folks together so that we can understand more what the issues are and we can better serve.
Mm. So before we let you go, because I know you got to go back and run stuff, do you think that we as a community are starting to look at issues of food insecurity differently that by way of the people who come to the soup kitchens? Because I think we had a mindset of a particular type of person that would go to a soup kitchen, but that's a stereotype and a myth, I think. Who tell us who actually comes to the soup kitchen?
So we have a huge variety of individuals that come see us. One of the things first of the community soup kitchen, we'll literally provide meals to anybody. We have no standard. You can have a job, you can be in between jobs, you can be homeless. We really personally don't care what your background is. If you're hungry, we'll try to provide you as much food as we possibly can. So we get things like we have students coming over from Yale because they heard what the menu was today.
Really?
We have families that are coming over, and we're looking to start working more with after-school programs, to start, giving kids those additional meals that they would need to take home with them. So really our population is any and everybody. And that's one thing that that most would find surprising is that, the soup kitchen is not just for the homeless, it's for everybody. They heard the menu and they came running, and we never had any policy saying that you have to fit in a certain, area in order to receive meals from us.
Wow. I did not know that. I had no idea. I gotta come see you.
I'd love to have you. Let me know what your favorite dish is. My chefs would love to hook it up for you.
Do y'all do all there together?
Do y'all do vegan things? I need vegan
yes, we
things.
Do. So
really?
We have 3 different options. So basically, you can come in today, you can get one of our main dishes. If the main dish is not for you, then we have a salad option. And if that doesn't work for you, then we just have a veggie burger going on for the day. So we normally try to have 3 options because a lot of people don't really know that like a lot of the populations that we serve, they actually can't have a majority of the food that's being given out, just because some of them can't have pork. Some of them are allergic to this, some, based off their religious beliefs, they can't have certain things. So we like to always try to have options for everybody so that everybody feels a part.
And since you weren't originally from New Haven, how did you kind of, if you would like read the room, like in terms of like knowing what you were going to need to do to prepare? Like, did you kind of run into certain people and like talk to them?
So basically, I guess how I know how to like prep food for over like 300 people a day. My mom's actually a chef. So this is something that we grew up, family restaurant. We've always been cooking. So this just becomes second nature to me. So all of my chefs, they've all had training. My kitchen manager right now, he's going to the Culinary Institute. So he's like getting his degree right now. So once that starts, I think that's going to really be moving in a bigger direction for us. And it's something I'm really excited for, because we really want to compete with the restaurants. We don't just, want to be a standard soup kitchen. We want to be at your chili cook-off and everything else like that, because what would be more surprising for people to come to the cook-off and find out like, wow, this really came to a soup kitchen. And that's just because we believe in quality, because my grandmother always told me, why would you feed somebody something that you wouldn't want to eat yourself? So we believe in making sure that
God,
quality is there.
Courtney, get his phone number so I can have him on the show. So I can have him on the show proper.
You were a chef or something. I knew you were. So you sound like you're running a restaurant in Midtown Manhattan.
I know, right?
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm trying to go.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
Courtney,
you really upgraded this place.
Very impressive.
Courtney, get his, when you hang up, when you get off and you go take your pictures, do whatever you got to do, get his phone, name and phone number and text it to me so I could call. I'm going to call you so you can be on my show proper. I love Word on the Street, but I love for you to have a bigger conversation.
No problem. I'd love to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad I ran into you.
I know.
Thank you, guys. Isn't it great?
Yes, thank you, Courtney. This is a good one.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, all right, Chef. What's executive director? What's on the menu today?
Yep. So on the menu today we have codfish with sautéed kale, and we have sweet potato. So that's on the menu today.
Ooh.
And if you don't like that, then like you said, we have veggie burgers that would come in with that. And if that doesn't work out for you, then we have a strawberry and kale salad that you can have also. So 3 different options. Let me know what I can do.
Know. This is like better than some dining halls I went to in college.
Thank you so
or
much.
any restaurant, really.
I think we're gonna have to make a beeline.
I know.
I think that's where we got to start eating. I got to start hanging out there.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Like, all of you guys have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you,
you,
Courtney.
guys.
This rock. Thank you for the Word on the Street. I love it.
Thank you.
So, wow, Harry. Harry, you know where we're going, right?